that time, I wanna talk about it. It's That Time Podcast.
Okay, girl. Because I hear that you are back on the market, should I say. Let us know about how your love life's been going, what you don't mind sharing anyway.
Well, I'm not really
well
in any relationship at the moment.
What I'm saying is you're on the market. How is... You put up a TikTok about dating.
Yeah.
And you were talking about dating apps and how you felt about, was it Hinge?
Hinge, Bumble. Yeah. Just mainly about that, really.
I haven't, obviously I'm off the market, so I haven't been on any dating websites, and I don't know where I would begin if I was to be on the market. How are you finding it?
I'm not finding it great at the moment, so I've stopped using it. I'm no longer on any sort of dating apps at the moment, and that's just because at the moment I'm actually just focusing on me and my self-development. And I just feel like at the moment with dating apps, it's just not giving what it's supposed to give, which is obviously you want the perfect guy, you want the person that you want to settle down with, and you want that person that is your match regardless. And I haven't experienced that. So I have I've seen people that's like, oh yeah, I met my man and on dating apps and we've been together 5-10 years or whatever, and it's fine. I'm happy for you. That's great for you. But that hasn't happened with me. And now I'm just like, okay, self-love is okay. It's not too bad. But
no, I hear you. I mean, to be honest, I feel like a lot of guys, I could be wrong because there are the odd few, but I feel like a lot of guys are on there for a quick...
Yeah, it's basically hookup. Dating apps is just a quick way to get hookup. And that's pretty much the reality of it. And if that's something you're into, then go ahead. But some people are not into that. So now it's like, for me, knowing that that's how dating apps run sometimes, I just know that's not where my journey is, being on that platform. And sometimes you try to explain, well, when you explain that to a man on there, it's like they don't want to hear it because they know what they're there for at the end of the day. And it's so sad that we've come to this reality where social media has just changed everything. It's
no one knows how to communicate.
No one knows how to communicate anymore. No one knows how to talk to each other. Everyone's become lazy these days. And I've noticed even when I've been on dating apps, I get this decision fatigue where there's so much options and so much to swipe and to talk to people, and I just crash. I just don't.
Do you know what? That's crazy. It's crazy you should say that, because actually I was gonna say what is even your type? Because I was watching Love is Blind, it's a TV show on Netflix, and it takes out that part where you would naturally just draw to someone's looks and features and just go upon just what you see. You have to actually get to know someone, and all you really have is their voice and what they're saying for you to imagine. Do you have a type?
No.
You don't have a type?
It's weird, I don't.
So what do you go for?
I just go for personality. I can't... The thing is, I was that girl that went for attraction. I can't lie. I did. I was that girl. But you can have someone that is the best looking at good looking, he's tall, he's this, everything that you want in a man, and he can have the most boring, shallow personality, and you just think you don't have... Well, to be fair, he don't have to do anything, because as long as he's good looking, who cares about his personality? And that's how they are. This is the problem with today's society, is that the beauty standards now, we don't look beyond that. It's just, as long as you look good and you have money, you don't have to, and that's why everyone's become lazy in getting to know each other. And that's how I feel. But me personally, I go by personality. I go by, if you can, just everything. You have to be down to earth for me to like you a lot, and just just have that like aura about you that makes me gravitate to you.
Yeah.
It's not just always based on attraction. So I kind of get where Love is Blind was going, because it's like, okay, let's just remove the attraction and just put these people behind like closed doors, let them speak to each other.
See if they can fall in love.
Yeah, exactly. And I do like the concept because, things have changed, really.
I mean, I do feel like the concept did, like, it was going somewhere. And to be honest, my husband that I'm with now, he's not I would say my type is like dark skin, tall.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hench, so I kept that one.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I kept that one. And I like the lips, so he's got that too. But I know that I was not his type. And let me tell you, when I realised I was not his type. So I think I was with him for about a few months, and then I was coming from uni, and he messaged me. He was like, "Oh, how was uni?" And I was like, "Oh, it was good." He was like, "Do you know what? You're actually really pretty." And I was like, "Actually,
oh wow,
really pretty." Okay, so I'm definitely not your type. Actually, really pretty.
Wow.
But we drew to each other based on like personality.
Yeah.
You know, he was a go-getter. Still is actually. I'm a go-getter, and it was like we knew what we wanted for ourselves, and that became attractive. You know, so I feel like if people want longevity, they need to cut out the whole image is good. Obviously, you got to somewhat be attractive. Now, my husband's attractive,
of
just
course,
not my type.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I know I'm attractive, but
No,
I just
of
want
course,
his type.
Of course.
So I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So then, if it was based on personality, what attributes would you be looking for in personality?
Well, for me personally, I just go by someone that respects me as well as I have to respect them as well, respects my morals as well as I respect their morals. Someone that I'm able to have a decent conversation with and be mature about it.
Yeah.
And that's what I gravitate to, because I ain't young. Let's be real. Like, we've grown ups, and we just got to be able to communicate together and come to like a mutual ground where we can discuss without having to be childish about it and stuff. But again, going back to socials and dating apps and so forth, I think a lot of people have lost that because no one knows how to make conversation anymore face to face. No one knows how to obviously speak to one another, because we're so conformed with like on our phones all the time that it's so hard. It's hard for us to even, like, men don't even approach women sometimes anymore now because they're scared of that rejection, because they've lost that sense of speaking to someone and being able to like approach someone and talk to someone and get to know them, because they've lost all of that because it's now but on a phone. So it's
what's your last DM like from a guy, and how has he like approached you? If you even read your DMs.
I don't get DMs. The thing is, okay. When was the last guy?
I might have to just pull out my phone. And
because
check.
I honestly don't think I've ever, even if I did, it would just be like, oh, hey, your content's great. Because obviously I'm on TikTok. And, I'm doing my thing. But it would just be like, hey, your TikToks are great. But I don't even like, I'm bad at replying back. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, thank you. And then if they start talking, I just don't reply back, because now I'm just not really into like the whole DM. Yeah,
because you're like, what's your motive? And just get to the point. What I'm not going to lie, don't DM me, because if you DM me like babes or looking sexy, I don't know if I'm going to respond to that. That's what I was going to ask you. How do you feel when guys say to you, you're sexy? Because I don't like it.
I hate that.
And they're like, why? No.
Yeah.
No, my face doesn't look sexy. When I think of sexy, I'm thinking like you're looking at my body and you're thinking what else we can do.
Yeah, you're just going by it based on like face value, because you look good and that's it. But you haven't actually got to know me. And this is the problem with the society today. We are like programmed now to look at certain way, and it's the beauty standards that we have now put in our lives, and men and women can't look beyond that. So that's why I said, as long as you look good and you have money, that's it. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to get to know the person, as long as you look good and you have money. And that's the problem we have today. That's why no one knows how to obviously get into like a decent conversation other than you look sexy, oh my gosh, you look beautiful. And it's like, okay, but you don't know me, you're just going by looks, so get to know me, because I might be the craziest person ever. I could be like trash, but you don't care because I look good. So it's like now we in this society that now this is it, this is the case. But
and also couple goals, because a lot of relationships are based on what celebrities are in relationships. And I'm thinking, what did you think of Maya Jama and Stormzy? Because obviously they broke up.
But why did they break up in the first place?
I believe it was to do with cheating. Didn't he cheat on her with Georgia? Is it Georgia Smith?
To be fair, I don't know.
I heard that. And so if that
but
is
even
the
hearing
reason,
that, it's like, really? Like, really?
Why would you say really?
I mean, I don't get why you would. Just, you see, I'm not into this celebrity.
We wouldn't get why men cheat anyway.
Thing.
But I just think, do you know what? Honestly, 9 times out of 10, when a guy cheats on a female and then the female sees the woman that the guy cheated on her with, and they're like, what? You cheated on me with? Yes. I'm not surprised. Let me tell you why. Because you're looking good and you probably understand and know that you look good. And sometimes you can lack, like, giving your husband or your partner or whatever that time. And I'm not saying this is a good enough reason, but he will find another female, not because of her looks, based on how much time she's given him. And it's normally going to be the woman that doesn't look as good as you do. Because while you're all wrapped up in your looks, she's wrapped up in him. And that's the reason why she's got your man tonight.
Oh, damn.
Honestly.
That's deep.
Honestly. So
I'll be honest, dating and just, I'll be honest here,
You've given up?
I've given up. It's just too much to deal with. It's just too much. It's just too much to even take and to bear. I'm all about now self-journey.
Yeah.
Do you know how good that feels? Just even hearing that and just saying that to myself, that I am working on myself. And do you know what's so mad? Now that I'm doing it, do you know how many times like I've been
approached? Yeah, but you will.
But that's the thing. No, but it's because I get it, and I don't. I'm happy for anyone to come and talk to me, because that's within my nature. I'm a very nice person. I'm the sweetest person you will ever meet, and anyone that comes to talk to me, I'm all open arms, because that's the type of person I am. I'm a cool person. I vibe with you. But it's like I look up to the sky and just say, God, are you trying to test me right now? Because I said that I just no longer want to like date or get to know anyone, and I'm just not interested, and it's like you're testing my patience right now. But do you know what I mean? So like for me, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll talk to you, I'll be friends with you, but I'm actually just like, it's just so draining. It's draining, and I'm like, I don't think I want to
just go down that road.
I don't want to go down that road anymore. And
I think what you're doing is smart. I do think that you need to self-preservate, and I feel like that's smart. But naturally, when you're in a relationship and all these guys come from nowhere, and it's like, where was you when I was single? That glow that you have when you're in a relationship, right now you're finding yourself and you're happy on your own journey. You're oozing that glow. So that's why you're seeing all these men start to appear, because let's face it, when you want to be in a relationship, you're miserable. You're like, I want a man.
Because you think about it too much.
You're not glowing right now.
Exactly.
You look grey, and they're steering away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you're happy, and I feel like this is actually probably great advice to give to people that want a relationship. When you want a relationship, don't get one. Because you think that relationship's going to make you happy. Promise it won't. Because that's so much pressure on that relationship. And when it doesn't make you happy, you're going to be resentful to that guy.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I've got a man and I'm not happy. Why am I not happy? Because you needed to be. He's not going to come and make you happy. He's just going to add
into your happiness.
Yeah.
This is what I keep saying to people.
So be content in yourself. Have that glow. He will add to that.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on.
And that's why it's so important for women and men to get a hobby.
Don't be all up in.
Revolve your life around man. Don't revolve your life about. Just get outside and enjoy the moment. Enjoy the present.
There needs to be a balance.
It's like there has to be a balance, and you have to love yourself so much that you wouldn't even realize that people are coming to even approach you and get to know you and ask for your number and stuff, because you're so happy. Like, and that's where I feel like now that this is happening for me, I'm like I'm seeing these approaches and I'm like, okay, I'll talk to you, but I'm so happy and content where I am right now.
It's just whatever.
It's whatever. Yeah. And I'm just letting life take life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just enjoying the moment, the present, and I'm not rushing. Yeah. I don't feel like I need to rush. I know there's a time clock with certain things and certain, life, but for me, I think as long as I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm good, I'm walking, I'm talking, I'm breathing.
Whatever's meant to be.
Whatever's meant to be will be. Exactly.
Yeah,
so
100%. 100%.
Yeah. So now we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have some more discussions. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to It's That Time podcast. Okay, so we're going to mix up a bit now and get more into discussion. Let's go. It's a little bit off topic, but it's kind of just relates. I wanted to talk about that interview with that girl. I think her name was Tamelo.
Oh, God.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously the lady that interviewed her was our age group. Yeah. Now, can I just say that we're not going to get through to the younger generation if we come across judgmental? Before I watched the interview, I just read the comments of the little snippets that were on TikTok, and everyone was coming for her. And I was like the interview person. Everyone was coming for her like, no, she's this, she's that. And I just felt like, oh, this is just a bag of young children just having that young girl's back. And come on now, where's their integrity? And da 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 da. Then I watched the interview, and she was coming across that real nasty and stuff, and the girl only switched when she tried to come for her character and say she wasn't a nice person. Now, we are the interview person's age group. We're the same age group. Now, I know where she was coming from, but how do you expect to make a change in this generation if you don't appeal to them? And I don't mean by saying, yeah, flash your pom-pom and do it. I'm not saying like that, we can relate to them like that. But I'm just saying, okay, if I was the interview person, I would have said, all right, cool. Already, you showed me great marketing strategies. You did whatever you did, and you got this many followers, and you got this many streams or likes or whatever. Do you believe you could take that, because you're not going to be young forever, and this will stay on social media forever? Now, when you get to my age, is this something you want to be looked at for? Or do you want to grow and do other things? What can you use that right now and make something of it that is going to be good and you don't have to lose your integrity for? I don't think she would have been offended if my girl had dropped it like that. Did you watch the interview?
I watched the clips of it. I didn't watch.
She was really judgmental.
Well, for me personally, I would see it as with, what's her name, Tamelo?
The girl was Tamelo. Yeah, and then she said, she also said that, had to be a bit explicit. No, we don't have to be explicit, it's fine. She was basically saying that she let some guy eat her from the back, yeah?
Okay.
But that was a lie. She was just doing it for clickbait.
Oh, so yeah, that wasn't even true.
Yeah, and the woman that was interviewing was like, oh, so you're just a lie then? It's like, I would have been like, oh, okay, you did clickbait, you did da-da-da, but is all your content moving forward going to be something that is going to be drawing people in with a lie, or is it going to be truthful? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Being that we are in our 30s, and us growing up was very different to what we have now. What do you think you could do that may be able to help in the next generation? Because we have younger siblings. Well, I don't have a younger girl siblings, but you know what I mean? What could we do? Or are we just saying, nah, that's the young generation and let me mind my business? Do you even care about
No, I think it's important for us to guide and advise the young generation, but sometimes you have to understand where they come from, because that's a new, different world they're in. At the end of the day, for me personally, I'm not perfect. I've probably done certain things that, you know, as a young big person that I can't sit and judge you for what you're doing because I've done certain things that I've done in the past, you know, that, you know, I wouldn't say I regret, but it's helped me to become stronger. And now that I'm able, obviously, to talk to the younger generation and say, listen, I've done this, but, you know, I don't wish you to go that route. But if that's the case, obviously, just be mindful and just be aware of your surroundings.
I think it's different, though, because we weren't caught on camera.
Yeah, but that's social media.
We weren't caught on camera, so our art is not going to stick with us.
But we had MySpace in our days. We've had
and it's gone.
Facebook. They've got Instagram. They've got now TikTok. So it's how the world and digital it's just it's evolving and evolving and evolving. And that's the thing. It's like, I get it. Obviously, it's now plastered on, you know, the social media, but we've also had social media and we've done certain things, like, you know, like as a young, well, I didn't do that anyway, but it's just, we can only just advise and guide. That's it, really. And I'm not the person to just judge. I mean, I've just watched the clips, so I didn't.
Yeah, she was coming across mad judgmental, but like, see how we was speaking about earlier about being in relationships and dating apps and stuff. I don't think the younger generation are even bothered about that. They're more ones that are like, yeah, get your money up and
yeah. Can
you see them like now? When we was younger, like. We wanted boyfriend and girlfriends, and now we're at this age. It seems like everybody's getting married. That's because
who's getting married?
Well, everyone I know.
Yeah, everyone you know.
You don't think we're at that age group where a lot of people are getting married?
No.
So what are they doing?
No one's these days. Marriage is not even in the picture anymore. Let's be real.
I am being real.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I can name like 5 people
on your side though.
Yeah, but that's our generation.
Exactly.
They're getting married.
The younger generation is not
that's
getting
what
married.
I'm not talking about the younger generation. I said our age group, everyone's getting married. When we was younger, we were talking about boyfriend and girlfriends. Now we're at this age, it seems like everybody's getting married, but that's only because we've reached that age where everyone wants to get married. But the difference between us and the younger generation, whereas we wanted to have boyfriend and girlfriends, I don't think they want to. It's about getting your bag up.
Yeah, it's,
you know,
it's about, but that's because obviously now it's been glamorized that it is important to have money and to be financially stable. So it's
being that bitch.
There you go. It's
in the music,
but then again, it's also unrealistic expectations that they put on themselves, because at the end of the day, you cannot expect someone that, for instance, is in uni, probably working 3 days a week, between 18 to 22k, and expecting to fund a lifestyle that they cannot basically reach.
It's too much pressure.
It's too much pressure, and I'm like, just be young. Like, you don't. It's so hard because now we're in a different world. Like, we're a different generation to the youngsters, and that's all I can.
What's it called? Gen Zs.
The Gen Zs.
They even got different languages. My daughter was saying to me the other day, she's like, oh yeah, this couple on social media, and what did she say? Everyone's shipping them, and I'm like, shipping them where? She's like,
we're so old. What does the shipping mean?
Do you know what shipping means? They're coupling them. They're coupling them. That's what it means. I was like, what's a ship got to do with it? She's, oh, mum, shipping. How do you not know what shipping? I said, what do you mean? Normally when someone asks, what does it mean? They don't know. Telling me, how do you not know what shipping means? Because I don't know.
All I know is a ship, which is a boat that floats on water.
What's that got to do with coupling?
Like this shipping, whatever.
We've come so far away.
We are like not there in that level of the Gen Z. We may look it. Yeah, we do look like but we're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad that, you know, that's what the reality is. But I try to like tell people and warn people, don't envy what you see online and think. Because the problem with socials is that people only post the glam side of it. Yeah. They never post the struggles. And we don't know where they're getting their money from. They haven't even told you where they're getting their money from. Yeah. So you got to be careful. All money is not good money. Like, is that how you say it? Because if I'm saying it wrong, then please
I don't know.
Because
money is the root to all evil.
Money is the root to all evil.
That's all I know.
All sorts and that. But it's true, because it's like, Yeah, we don't know how they're making their money. They're not
Yeah.
telling you that. You're just seeing what they're spending, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I need to get onto that level. Yeah, I need to be that, and that's good. That's motivation. But just be careful.
Having drive. Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful. Like, just don't envy too much of that.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the process. Just,
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying. It's just like, don't watch. Yeah, because I hear a lot of young ones like, oh, this person's doing that and they're making that and they're posting it. And it's like, do you want the money so you can post? Or is there a lifestyle that you're trying to... I feel like there's so much pressure on... Do you remember being in school? Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I'm going back now. Do you remember being in school and having birthday parties and... you would have like a grapefruit wrapped up in foil. I don't know if we had different
grapefruit.
things. Yeah. Let me land. Let me land. So it was like a grapefruit wrapped up in foil and had cocktail sticks in it, and it had like cheese and and then there would be party biscuits and stuff.
the
And
party
and we'd just have a dance and parcel. Now parties look like festivals. They've got the candy floss machine over there. They've got the mascot. Like we would only see this at our summer fair.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's like you've got like a cardboard life size of you, and it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it looks great,
No, it
but
looks
I
amazing,
feel like
but-
it's just too much pressure.
Yeah.
I feel like the best parties that my children had were in lockdown when we couldn't do nothing apart from bring it back, and they really enjoyed themselves. Because come on, let's face it, all that glitz and that glam, who's it really for? It's not for the child.
Yeah,
It's for the parents.
It's for the parents, really.
Yeah, putting that child in that Prada or Burberry, and then he can't now eat. He cannot eat because he's wearing all white Burberry, and he can't eat no food.
You can't make sure that nothing spills on that Burberry.
Come on, that's for the
Nothing.
adult, so they can start on social media and say, "Look what my child had." But did your child enjoy his birthday? And let's face it,
They ain't gonna
a 1-year-old's
remember.
not going to remember.
They're not going to remember it. And that's the thing. It's like, again, it's all a facade. Social media, it is. And sometimes I'll be scrolling and I'm looking and I'm like, I would love to have this lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. I would love to live this lifestyle.
Why would you love to?
Because it's freedom at the end of the day. It's being able to do what you feel
But you
like.
can do that now.
Well, yeah. But that's the thing. I have to be smart about it because financially... It's hard, you know what I mean? Especially,
it's costly.
It's costly, and you just got to think. I'm not the type of person that's just like, okay, I want to get a Louis Vuitton. I don't mind a Louis Vuitton bag. I would love to have a Louis Vuitton bag, but if I can't financially,
If you're not like the priorities,
it's not my priority.
You got
I
rent
want
or
to
you
buy
want
a
bag.
house, like
Yeah.
these are my priorities. I want to actually get a mortgage or like a house or something. Like
have an asset. Yeah,
I want an asset. So if I decide to have children,
then you've got something.
then
to
I
pass
have
down to them.
something to pass down. That it's not bags and shoes and all of that. That should be your first main priority. And now I'm like, it's just all a show. It's a show. It's it's a performance, really, I should say.
It's mad. I feel like it's even gone past items, and it's gone to the part where aesthetics, people are changing their heads and changing their necks.
The
and
bust down middle party.
they're changing their knees and like what?
The UK black girl aesthetics, the makeup.
Don't you think everyone looks the same?
I'm not hating though.
Don't you think like I say from 25 and below, everyone looks the same. They do the makeup the same. They do their hair the same. I don't care who comes for me. I don't care who comes for me because I want to look original.
It's
Everyone looks the same.
Yeah, it is, but again, it's the aesthetics. It's part of what comes with the socials. Everyone's doing it.
Yeah, but don't you want to be an original and stand out? Why do you want to do what everyone else is doing?
It's content, baby. That's content for you. It's content.
Baby.
That's it. It's content. Like, as long as you are part of that UK black girl set, that's your content, and that's what is going to get you the views. It's going to get you, the
buzz.
Exactly, the buzz that you want for your socials. So, I mean, I'm definitely not. Clearly,
Trying
I'm
to
not
keep up
part
with trends,
of. I'm not
yeah.
trying to. Clearly, not. Like, I don't have no bust down wig or
Yeah.
anything. I mean, They look beautiful though. Don't get me wrong. You girls.
No,
look,
it doesn't look horrible. It
But-
looks nice, but it's like everyone looks like this. So who are you? Because I can find one of you over there and over there and over there. Who are you? You know? I don't know. It's mad. It's just my opinion, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, what I'm saying is, do you have anything else to add? Because this discussion, we've gone from love, we've spoken about relationships, we've spoken about the younger generation.
we were supposed to talk about dating. I didn't know where this
We
was.
but that's the thing. It's not an interview. It's a podcast, and we're chit chatting. So this is our first podcast, may I add. So coming up,
Yeah.
we will have interviews. We've got. I mean, I don't want to say too much. You'll just see when we have it. But yeah, we got some interviews. And we've got people coming on, so we can talk about some like hardcore topics and what's happening in today's life. But today was just about just having a chit chat.
Just having a chit chat,
Yeah.
Just talking about what we're facing in reality, what we can do to hopefully change viewers' perception of life, hopefully, who we're trying to, address to. Hopefully, you guys
We'll come back.
yeah.
Yes, so it's been good. It's your girl Teanna Bianca,
And it's your girl, Rei.
and it's that time podcast.
Podcast.
It's that time, I wanna talk about it. It's that time podcast.